Good evening and welcome to the Variable Y Minute. It's your host, the Variable Y. I thank you guys so much for joining me again tonight. We took a couple of days off to let some things settle. It's not like we got live sports to talk about, but so since we're back, I wanted to talk about something that I'm sure everybody, well, not everybody, I'm sure most of you guys have paid attention to, and that was The Last Dance, the documentary. And I wanted to look at it from a different angle. Um, I feel that there are a lot of things that people try to put 2020 glasses on for something that happened now going on about 30 years. Um, I feel, well, almost 30 years. I feel like people are looking at the way that Michael Jordan was portrayed in this documentary, and some people are saying that he was going around, he was bullying teammates, and he was just a little out of control. And oh my gosh, I don't want people to be like that now. And I find it interesting because I think that you can say that now, but this is a guy who was born in the 60s, who grew up in the 80s, and who played basketball, dominated basketball in the 90s. And the one thing that I think, one of a couple of things that he said that were really important, I think that really shaped him to me, that really stood out to me, that really made me say, oh, okay, I get where he's coming from. I get why he's like that. Well, number one, I could always understand why he was like that. I mean, there are people who feel like, hey, if you do what I've done, then you can be as successful as I have been. And why can't you be as successful as I have been? Probably because you don't put in the kind of work that I put in. That's just what some of these guys think. And when you're one of the greats, that's how you think. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Number one. And number two, one thing that he said, there was a couple of things that he said that stood out to me. One thing he said that stood out to me was he would play basketball with his older brothers, and his older brothers would beat him down, and they would beat him down so bad. But he knew that the only way that he would get better than them is to go out there and to practice and to work hard and to try and get better than them. And also, of course, famously, everybody knows the story about him getting cut from his varsity team, and that driving him to go out and get better. And I feel like this is what he displayed throughout the whole thing. He made the point where he said, hey, my teammates know that I wasn't going to ask them to do anything that I wasn't willing to do. If I was going to go out there and demand the most from them, I was going to go out there and give them the most that I had. And that's the way you win championships. And I knew what it took. And some of these guys didn't know what it took. And I knew that this is the way I had to lead. And it meant that much to me. And you saw him get emotional. And again, I think that maybe he's had to hear for the last, I said 30, but for the last like 20, 25 years that he was a bully. And he's looking back and saying, well, I didn't, I wasn't trying to be a bully. I was just trying to do the best I could. I was just trying to, sit up here and yeah, he kind of busted, he kind of broke bad on some people a little bit, but I don't think he knew any, I don't think he knew any other way. I think he knew that if that's how he did it, he could probably get something out of them. And can we all be honest about something? Can we all be honest? If it wasn't for Michael Jordan, then yeah, these guys wouldn't be champions. I mean, Steve Kerr probably would have bounced around. Maybe you would have wound up with the Spurs in '99. Who knows? Who knows if he would still been in the league if it wasn't for Chicago? Scottie Pippen would have had his first three championships, but if Michael never came back, none of them, Scottie, Phil, none of them were winning again. Not on that Chicago Bulls team. Rodman would have never went to the Bulls. They would have had nobody to act as a buffer between Scotty and Phil and Rodman. And, let's not count the Bushlers and the Winningtons and the Longleys and the Scott Burrells and the Ronnie Browns and the Dickie Simpkins and all of these guys, the Bison Daylays. Let's not count all these guys who have championships, and in Bison Dele's case, who got new contracts by playing with the Bulls and playing with Michael Jordan. I just think that I think that it's unfair for us to try to evaluate somebody in 2020 the way that people were evaluated back in 1998. Like, that was a whole millennia ago, damn near a generation ago. Not even damn near. That was a generation ago, damn near a whole millennia ago. So anyway, I was talking about that last night, and I thought that that was kind of fascinating. So wanted to bring it to you guys and see what you guys think. Was he a bully? Was he a leader? Was he a 1998 leader? Will he be looked upon now as a bully? Could he win a championship now acting like that? What do you guys think? Let me know. You know where to find me. Hit me up. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hit me up on Instagram at The Variable Y. And then over on Twitter at The Variable. Thank you guys so much. Again, like I said before, I think it's very important in this time that we're in. If you need any kind of needs, if you just need to talk to somebody, you just need to be heard by somebody. I know of a few people who are very good at what they do when it comes to mental health. If you would like any kind of suggestions, please just drop me a line. And, just know that in this time, we're apart from each other, but just know that we're all going through the same thing. And we have to be here for each other as people because we're not getting help from anywhere else. So just know that, Variable's got your back. You got loved ones that got your back, and we always will. So be sure to reach out. Be sure to get the help that you need, and be sure to join me later on. Again, don't hug your loved ones because you don't want to spread no viruses. Wash your hands. And as soon as we can get back together, we'll get back together and we'll be strong and we'll be better than ever. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.